There's two things I like to complain about, Ian.
Really? Just two?
Two. Well,
there
are two.
I feel we could count the complaints in What a Lot of Things and it would come to more than two.
Well, yeah. There are two main things that I like to complain about.
The three things I like to complain about.
Number one, Figma.
I know.
Yeah. So the other day I was looking at the notes that I took for my complaints about Figma podcast, which is otherwise known as What a Lot of Things.
Yeah. Yes.
And I thought I could turn those into a blog post as well, and maybe a talk. I'm like, maybe I'm getting a bit obsessed with this, just need to dial it back a little bit.
Or maybe just get it out of your system by doing it all.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. I don't know if conference organisers want a tirade against a particular tool. Maybe they do.
You mean a tool owned by a large company with lots of money?
Yeah.
That's what they want. They want to be sued by large companies with lots of money.
So that's the first main thing that I like to complain about.
Yes.
And the second thing is Christmas songs.
Who can blame you, Ash?
Well, I guess the weird thing is that since like the 1970s and with Slade and Wizard and the other Christmas songs, they just get played constantly in December, the same songs over and over again. And it's weird.
Yeah, it is. I like one of them, though.
Which one?
Stop the Cavalry by Jonah Louie.
Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? See, this is the thing. You have to like them, though, don't you?
You don't have to.
But, okay, maybe like is the wrong word. They're part of Britishness.
The part of the fabric of October.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I went for a swim today and they were playing Slade. So here it is, Merry Christmas in the pool. I was like, what is even going on here?
That revelation has made me lost for words.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I suppose it is December now.
Yeah. But I feel like they slip into the rotation way earlier than that. But I try and keep away from them by not going to places.
Yeah, not going anywhere.
Yeah.
As Ash becomes more and more hermit-like through the months of October and November.
In Australia, so because as Gwen's Australian, she's like, this is a new thing. Other countries don't have this strange array of music, which is just repeated over and over and over again.
You mean they don't have our rich musical heritage?
Something like that, yes.
That sounds much less annoying.
Yeah. So they're the two main things that I like to complain about at Christmas. So you can imagine Christmas Day with me is a joy. Complaining about the music, and then once I've got into the Christmas spirit, then the Figma complaints start coming out.
So why are we here, Ash?
I don't know, Ian. No, I do know.
Well, I hope you know because you wrote it on the board.
I wrote it on the board. We've just had some fairly intense Christmas negotiations where me and Ian say things the last time we got together, and then when we actually get together to do the thing, we're like, well, what did you mean by that?
Yes, it turns out that our clarity is less than we might like.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I've got my back to the board now.
So you wrote on the board, pub. Not recorded. Figma.
Lots of Figma banter.
Ilkley.
Yes.
And 18th.
Okay. So all of those things, what do they have in common?
I would say that what they have in common is they describe the What a Lot of Things Christmas party.
Exactly.
But who are we inviting, Ash?
Anyone.
Which is subtly different from everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Our dear listeners.
I think we should rearrange those into a order that makes them more comprehensible for people. And so what we mean is that we are going to pick a pub in Ilkley and go to it on the evening of the 18th of December, which is a Wednesday. If you're a listener to What a Lot of Things, which obviously you are because you're listening to What a Lot of Things,
right, okay.
then
if you can hear this,
then we invite you on the 18th of December to come to the pub with us in Ilkley. Bring your things, as long as one of them is Figma.
yes. Well, one of them will be Figma.
That's what Ash wants to talk about.
Yeah. It's all I talk about.
So yes, come and celebrate with us. We're feeling quite happy because this year we've released 14, and it may even become 15
Yeah.
of our 25 episodes.
Which is pretty incredible, really.
We're considering that the other 9 took basically 5 years to release.
They were 5 good years, though, weren't they?
They were, yes.
Yeah. But still, that's quite the productivity for
us.
us,
Yes.
definitely. So I think we're entitled to a celebration
Yeah, we are.
of a great year for a lot of things.
And it would be brilliant if any of you at all could come.
Yeah.
We know that Ilkley is quite far away for some people.
But it's part of the podcast,
It is.
so I think it's the place to host it.
So if you would like to come, email us at ianandash@whatalotofthings.com to let us know, and then we will email you back when we've figured out what pub and what time. Okay, so that was the purpose of this episode, in order to invite you to our Christmas celebration of What a Lot of Things here in Ilkley, 18th of December 2024. Be there or be somewhere more sensible.
Yeah.
So we hope we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.